Just like and subscribe. Head to our YouTube channel, Coolest Club Media. Please like and subscribe. This is the nightly pick every single night, almost Monday through Thursday. Tonight, we are here, back and better than ever. We've got Serda's Black Movie Review coming up a little bit later. Paid in full. That should be fun. A little heat check action. Probably going on. And hey, the Celtics still alive. The Celtics still alive without Jason Tatum. They are still alive, as the Knicks look like they wanted no parts in going ahead and closing this thing down. They got blown out 127-102 without Jason Tatum. And of course, naturally, there are people making claims maybe that the Celtics are better without Jason Tatum. So that's cool. Or they when it comes down, I will say this. What this does come down to even more, obviously, the margin for error is different when you have a guy who's a 5-time All-NBA player. But it was always, even when Tatum was playing, if they make threes, they probably going to win. If they miss threes, they probably going to struggle. If they're awful at threes like they were the first two games to the tune of 25 for 100, then they probably going to lose. Well, tonight, even without Tatum, they made 22 threes, and they blew the doors off of them to the Knicks 12. 22 of 49, so that's almost 50%, or almost 50%, 45%. And that's going to be the difference every time out. Now, game 6 is in New York, and the Knicks desperately need to close it down there, because if they don't close it down there, then like this shit gets real interesting at that point. They got game 5, they gave them up. But again, if the Celtics roll out there and start making threes, and if what was White tonight? Derek White tonight went crazy. He had 34 in the game. Yeah, almost think he's more important than Jason Tatum.
Ooh.
Sure,
like he's carrying the team.
That sounds like a stupid thing to say, but hell, anyone could say it. But he's 7 of 13 himself from 3. So I mean, if they get that kind of production, he's 7 for 13. Brown, who was truly the best player in the game, who had 26 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds in this game, and shooting it efficiently over 50%. He was 5 of 8 from 3 as well. So hey, they get that type of performance and make threes like that, they're gonna have a shot. But
you know what I really want to see? I just want to see Spike Lee crash out. I want to see the Celtics beat the brakes off the Knicks so bad that Spike Lee just gets in the middle of the court and just starts throwing punches. I want to see him crash out fully.
Well, I don't want to see that 70-year-old man. He might be 80. I don't want to see that.
There's no way he's 80. Calm down. He's not 80.
Hey.
He's not 80. No.
I mean, 68. He's a lot younger than I thought. I guess he did start really young.
Yeah, I guess when you're 50, you start thinking that everybody older than you is a lot older. So
no, I mean, I've never been 50. So, but like how old is Denzel? Yeah, like Denzel's 70. I don't know. I would have thought Spike Lee was older than Denzel.
You know who's surprisingly old?
I wouldn't have thought that.
You wouldn't have thought. I would have thought that Spike Lee was older than Denzel. I mean,
You know,
Spike Lee.
Jay-Z's only 5 years older than you. He's 55.
Yeah, Jay-Z's not 46. So yeah, I'm not surprised that Jay-Z's not 46.
I'm surprised he's 55, dude. That's crazy.
But again, but that's somebody like time passes by. Like I would have thought maybe not 80s. I'd have thought he was definitely in his 70s. But anyway, 68, surprising. How about that? But no, I don't. But if you want to see that, Osita, I think it's more likely you want it to be like close, and you want it to like come to the end, and then have them rip their hearts out like that.
I would
way.
like.
I don't.
I
Like
would.
a
I would love
blowout.
that.
A blowout is like you can handle a blowout. Like Reggie Miller, when Reggie Miller, and I know this is foreign to you because you didn't watch sports until about 6 months ago, but Reggie Miller, check that
Nice.
3 months ago.
Nice.
Reggie Miller, when they came back, they were down by about 7 or 8 points with 30 seconds left. And they came back, and Reggie kept going over there and doing the choke sign to Spike every time he kept hitting those shots to come back and beat him. Like that's the ripping them out of the heart. And I crack up because you are one of the few people who are not on this let's go Knicks bandwagon. Like people really enjoying the little engine that could New York Knicks. And
I know how New Yorkers are, man, and they're already too confident, and I don't feel like they deserve a championship when all they do is talk shit about every other team and every other city and every other place in the world. They think that they're the center of the fucking world, and I hate it.
So you're more of the Knicks fans, and you want them to pay because but the team's very likable. It's hard to me. It's hard right now not to like the Knicks.
I mean, it's not crazy to think that the Celtics rallied around this Jason Tatum injury and put up a really good performance. We see this happen a lot in basketball, specifically as a sport. It happens in the NFL too. So they rally around a big injury, pull off an impressive win, and they get to survive for one more game before the Knicks inevitably eliminate them and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I like how you shot your little bit of shade in there. You know, it started out like you were on my side for a second, but then you're just like, nah, fuck that, go Knicks. You know what I mean? You could have just started out with that. Could have just said go Knicks. You know, you didn't have to do the whole runaround.
The funny thing is, the last 48 hours, because of the injury, and by the way, we've seen Steph Curry for the last time this year. Steph Curry, the Warriors need to win this game to not get closed out, and they are currently down 93-68 with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. So so Anthony Edwards is moving on, and will be moving on, and they will face the winner of OKC and Denver, and that can get closed up in Denver coming up tomorrow. But in a weird way, I think the Celtics were the most hated team, like the team that people really don't like. One, it's the Celtics. They've won the most championships of anybody, and everything you talk about, like what you say about Knicks fans, Celtics fans can be the same way. I mean, just go sit down and listen to New Edition for a little bit. They'll really piss you off, like the Bobby Browns and the Ralph Tresvants, those real big time Boston fans. They'll really piss you off a little bit. Just let them talk their trash. And they won so easily last year, and they just seemed like the dominant team. But now this Jason Tatum injury, it feels like they have now become the underdogs over the New York Knicks, who were the true underdogs. It feels like no Tatum. What are they going to do? And now I feel like people kind of feel sorry for the Celtics in a way that they hated them before. So this is changing and turning in like the last 48 hours since the Tatum injury.
I don't think anybody feels sorry for him. I mean, they just picked up a big win. Why would anybody feel sorry for him? Like, feel sorry for Jason Tatum. I don't think anybody feels sorry for the Celtics.
Well, I think again you're speaking as yourself. Because everything you're saying, you could see why. Damn, man, that's kind of messed up. I mean, they got they're on a track. And
so
then
you want to see a Jason Tatum-less Celtics team like go on a run and make the finals? Nobody wants to see that. Let's be real.
I think they have become more of a sympathetic feel towards the Celtics now that their best player just went down in a heap, and Kristaps Porzingis has this weird illness that he's been suffering from since March. By the way, like it is a weird thing. He looks discolored. He looks pale. He can't get over this thing. Like he had 1 point and 1 rebound tonight. Like he's got this weird illness. Yeah, I think everything you described sounds like something that people would have so
now I'm supposed to feel bad for Porzingis. Like,
listen,
now
I know.
Yes.
Pity party.
Porzingis, dude. For him, dude. Like he's fucking sick. He's playing like Jordan in the flu game and everything like that. Except he's only getting 1 point and 1 rebound, so he's doing.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing like Jordan in that drunken food poisoning event that he went through that he called the flu. No, he is just struggling. I mean, he's struggling. They are like, I know Serda hates people and really wants to knife people. So of course Serda's just like, fuck him. Yeah, nobody's telling you to go feel sorry for anything. I'm just telling you overall, it does feel like there's damn, man, that was kind of messed up. What happened to the Celtics? That thing just got ripped out underneath them with one misstep. But whatever. I know Steve in it, but it is interesting. The Celtics have become the damn underdogs in this thing. That is cute. Even though it is weird, they have been what people have thought is the best team in the sport all year, but have become weird underdogs so far. So good for them. Good for them. I do want to let you know, if you do see Steve Serda here, and he does appear to feel a little more angry than usual. And like, listen, and if you're just joining us, he doesn't mean anything by it. He just,
yes, he does. He means everything he says. He
means
it all. 100% factual.
Sometimes Steve's tired, and it comes out, and he's, he doesn't have a lot of patience for people.
I'm a grumpy boy.
Yeah, please don't refer to yourself as a grumpy boy. That's weird. But Steve's a little annoyed by the schedule release, as the NFL schedule has been released, and Serda knows what's going to happen. He knows the team that he covers. He knows the team that we cover right here on Foolish Club Media. He knows it. And you know what the schedule's going to be, potentially going to be. And Serda is pissed and has gotten himself pissed. And I know he is, and I get it. It's going to be frustrating. Him and Rocky. Hey, and I'm sure I'll probably participate in a little bit of this. Sucks, man. Yes, you know the Chiefs are America's team right now. Like, I know the Cowboys are America's team, but right now the Chiefs are America's team. And yes, they're going to play all the time at late hours, and Steve is going to be late, up all night doing the post-game show, having to get stuff going, doing pre-game shows late. No, Steve, you're not getting noon games. You're not getting 12 o'clock Sunday games that you could just do the post-game and be done with your Sunday and go enjoy it. No, you're not even going to miss. You're going to – hey, what holidays come during the football season? Yes, the Chiefs play them. When do they play them? At night.
The best holidays.
I'm just letting you all, the people know this is why Serda's a little annoyed. He is floored and surprised that the Chiefs are going to play every day of the week except for Tuesday and Wednesday this year. And yes, they are going to play on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And hey, just get your ducks in a row, get everything taken care of right now, and understand we got to bang it out. But this is what happens when you're the king, when you are America's team, as the Chiefs are. you know you're going to be like you can shake your head, Osita. This isn't even. I'm not even trying to shove this in. It's just the truth. They
That
are
was a
like
shake my head, and a hard eye roll. The hardest eye roll I could possibly summon, dude.
it can be, but I'm just telling. It's the truth, and you know it. Like there is no team besides the Cowboys that really just say we got to get them on. And there's that they have the player that is the most popular and most known player. They're the team that everyone either loves or hates, which is great business. It is always in sports great when you have a big dynasty or a big person on top that everyone's chasing. And yes, the Eagles won the Super Bowl, but everybody knows when you come in there that the Chiefs are the team that everybody looks at that they want to lose or they want to win. And they're there every year. So they are America's team. And Steve, how many standalone games do the Chiefs have this year?
Wow.
How many do they have?
They have 7 primetime games, which that doesn't really include like afternoon window national CBS games and stuff like that. So but just 7 strictly primetime standalone football games, which is the most in the NFL. I think it's the next closest team I think has I guess the Eagles are right behind them with 6. For some reason the Falcons have 5.
I think the Vikings have a lot too.
The Cowboys also have 6. The Vikings where are the Minnesota Vikings at?
Now see, but they got some. But the Vikings got some sneaky ones.
The Vikings have 4, but the Vikings kind of got screwed on these international games because they're playing back-to-back international games.
I was going to say they've got international games. I think they've got some Saturday games. I think they're on, and they don't count those as prime time, but they're the only game that's being played at that time. Yeah, but I mean. Yeah, no,
listen, okay, Christmas at this point, I expect Christmas. It sucks. Last year I was at a family gathering and had to record a Chiefs post-game show by myself because I didn't want to make anybody else work on Christmas in a back room. And listen, it was like the most downloaded podcast that we have ever done on Foolish Club Media. So it's obviously necessary. We have to do it. But I expected Christmas. And this is, after a month ago, the VP of communications for the NFL was like, oh, the Chiefs aren't going to be a staple on Christmas. We're not ready to commit to that with them. It took the Cowboys a while to be this every year thing on Thanksgiving. What happens when the schedule comes out? Chiefs on Christmas Day again.
Well,
not only that, the late game on Christmas
Yes,
Day.
It is. That's the one I got you. It's a coincidence, man.
And that's fine. But the real kick in the dick is Thanksgiving. Like, why do they need to play on Thanksgiving? This is all the NFL trying to capitalize one last Taylor Swift push, one last Travis Kelce. Like, this is the last ride for Travis Kelce in all likelihood. And they're maximizing the ratings in every way they can. I don't fault them for this strategy, but I'm saying the Thanksgiving game on top of the Christmas game, on top of all the primetime games and the late nights that I'm staring down the barrel of covering the Kansas City Chiefs this season, which I am thankful for and still enjoy doing.
Yeah, we got to make
the
that
Thanksgiving.
Money,
the Thanksgiving game is a real kick in the dick.
You know what it is, Steven? You know what it is? It is the cabal of NFL owners and NFL schedulers that are specifically trying to fuck up your holidays. They know that you work and you work hard. They know that you have to stay up late with the Nightly Fix and Foolish Club Media. Make sure if you like this, you like and subscribe. They know how hard you work and they want you to stay up late. They want you to miss Christmas. They want you to miss the leftover Thanksgiving. They want you to run out of stuffing. You know what I mean?
They want us to sacrifice for greatness. I get it.
Whoa.
Hell yeah, dude.
There's a few things we need to address
Hell
here.
yeah.
And I'm gonna put a pin in one of them because Osita, I'm gonna need some clarification on something that you just did.
What did I do?
Steve, I text Steve this Thanksgiving, and he texts back, WTF, this is getting out of hand. Like as if you didn't, when you saw that Kansas City was visiting Dallas, it didn't cross your mind immediately. That screams Thanksgiving Day game.
Yeah, because she's a Christmas team. Why they got to play on Thanksgiving?
Oh no! Do you?
The players are happy about this. The players don't like this either. The players like holidays with their families.
And that was my next funny part. Is Steve? Steve goes, Thanksgiving and Christmas not only sucks for me, but it sucks for the players too.
It does.
Like Steve,
it does. You remember 2 years ago when the Chiefs got railroaded by the Raiders on Christmas? They weren't happy they were playing on Christmas.
Steve, the man who just told us yesterday, I don't think he really gave a shit about Jason Tatum's injury. Steve, the guy who just asked a couple of minutes ago, am I supposed to feel sorry for Boston or whatever? Now Steve cares about the players when it comes to having to play on Thanksgiving and Christmas. You're full of it. It is just a damn shame. Now we got that lie out of the way. It was nothing about the players. It was all about Steve.
Do you want me to actually talk about the Chiefs schedule? Like, I do like their schedule for the most part.
No, I actually don't. I don't want to hear about the Chiefs schedule from you on this right now. I'm not sorry about that. Maybe you come up with something good. Maybe we'll give you a few minutes tomorrow or something. But I don't want to hear your deep dive on that. Maybe do the daily fix tomorrow. I don't want to hear your deep dive on the Chiefs schedule. What I would like to discuss is, Osita, this is very important.
Yeah.
And this is very important in our journey. Now, did you refer to Steve and stuffing because you were talking to Steve, or is that what you call, and is that what you eat on Thanksgiving? Do you eat stuffing or do you eat dressing? Because right now I'm like you are like, this is hinging incredibly. Now, if you were trying to be nice and maybe meet Steve where he is, that's fine. Okay, I get that. If it's stuffing, because I know Steve probably has stuffing. But when I look at your ass, if your ass ain't eating dressing, and if you don't refer to it as dressing, yes, I am judging you. So I just wanted
number one, I feel judged off the back because I feel like no matter what I say, either I'm trying to appropriate Steve's culture by saying stuffing, or I'm letting down your culture by not saying dressing. That's a hard place to put me in.
No. I just let the truth
win.
win. Just let the truth win.
Look,
and
man,
we can figure this out.
I call different things sometimes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I have multiple names for multiple things. Does that answer your question?
What do you eat on Thanksgiving with
turkey?
With the turkey, the side that we're talking about, the side that we're talking about.
Hey, Steven, watch this. Watch this. I want you to watch this. All right, Serda? Watch this. Green bean casserole.
Gross. But I mean, I'll eat it.
No, but look.
I always get it, and I'm never satisfied by it.
Look at how he's about to act. Look at it and listen to all the shit he's about to say, because I already know where this conversation is going. I already know. I heard it last year. On accident during a crosstalk at the station. It was crazy.
It just always, green bean casserole always needs more salt and pepper. It's just never seasoned properly.
No, the shit don't need to be on the table. No, the shit don't need more salt and pepper. The shit just don't need to be on the table. Okay, listen, I'm not.
Look at him go.
I'm not gonna judge you, man. Listen, man.
Yeah, you are. You already did. It's too late.
I'm not gonna judge you, baby. I'm not gonna judge you that much. Hey, man, just
It's like I
Yeah,
hurt
man.
your feelings, dude. That's crazy.
No, you hurt my
Hey,
feelings.
look,
Hey,
man. Hey.
I ain't met many of you. I ain't met many. I I ain't met many of you who do this. I bet Aaron tears her up some green bean casserole. I bet you she does.
Man, green bean casserole is
Who
good, bro.
doesn't?
With the French onions on top.
Toss a little salt and pepper on top. It's fine.
Yeah.
Serda, you opened it up by you.
With the
what are you doing?
crispies.
Steve, what are you doing? You opened it up by
It
when
usually,
you said,
it's not
shut up.
usually
Shut
satisfying.
up. You opened it up by saying when he brought up green bean casserole, the first words said, not by me, no one, was you. And it was gross. That's exactly what you said. And now you have talked yourself into eating them. Oh,
I also
good.
feel like people convince themselves that like green beans are good how they are, and like no, you just got to like add a little bit of something to them. Like green beans aren't good by themselves, and the casserole, like I will always get a scoop of it. I am always let down by it, and then I always have to add salt and pepper to it.
You know what I want to try? I want to try Brussels sprout casserole. That sounds good in my head.
I love some Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are good.
White.
Shout out to the guy who genetically engineered them to taste better, like in the 70s or whatever the fuck.
White.
Cook some Brussels sprouts and bacon fat and
with some garlic aioli on it. Ooh, I don't even know what aioli is, but I know it's good.
Perfect vegetable.
I know it's tasty.
What is it? What is the deal with white folks in Osita with casseroles? what is?
You ever had King Ranch casserole? You never had King Ranch?
I don't know
King
what
Ranch chicken. You don't know what King Ranch chicken is?
No, I don't know what the fuck
man. You haven't been to HEB enough, bro. That's crazy.
What is? I've been enough. I don't know what that is. What it's like? I mean, white folks will bang out a casserole or anything, breakfast, whatever. Like that
breakfast. Who's got a breakfast casserole? That's crazy.
Oh, there are a bunch of them.
There's nothing wrong with a casserole. Yeah,
Serda, you've had plenty of breakfast casseroles, haven't you?
Well, yeah, because it's easy. It's one pan. You throw everything in one pan, toss some cheese or whatever on top of it, and it's good to go. I've made casseroles at home by myself because you can meal prep that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with a good casserole.
Nothing wrong with a good casserole.
I honestly, I am trying to get better about the judgment of mixing the cultures. This one is one I'm failing on. The green bean casserole and the stuffing, like the shit that's coming out of the turkey that we eat in the stuffing. Like leave that shit away from me. I don't need no damn squash in it.
I am a first-generation American. My parents came here straight from Nigeria, right? What's something that foreigners want to do when they come to a new country? Assimilate. What's appropriate, assimilate, however the fuck you want to call it. But what's one of the biggest ways to appropriate yourself? The food. And what is the biggest food day of the year? Thanksgiving. So my family, I can't speak for other Nigerian families, but my family would just go buy the Kroger or Randall's or HEB box dinners and was just like, and this is what we're getting. We got the turkey, we got the dressing, we got the I said dressing. See, we got the turkey, we got the dressing, we got the green bean casserole, got some rolls, and then that'd be the thing. That'd be the move, plus some African food on the side. So you cannot penalize me for liking what I like, man. I had a different upbringing than you.
I'm not trying to penalize you, and I am trying to get better about this, but I do judge on the green bean casserole and the stuffing. Have you had dressing? Have you had good dressing? Like dressing that comes in. I'm talking.
I've made homemade stuffing before. Yes.
Yes. Stop. You didn't make dressing. Stop calling it that. Have you had dressing? Have you had?
I've had some good dressing before at other people's parties and whatnot. When I went away for Thanksgivings and shit like that,
But you can see the difference between stuffing and like it's a completely different.
Look, educate me via experience if you want to. Invite me over for Thanksgiving and then we can talk. But until then,
we're in Kansas City. But I'm saying we're
in Kansas City. We're in Kansas City.
Now we are here for Christmas. And unlike Serda, we'll probably have most of that day open. to be able to entertain. That was slow. To entertain and do stuff. But no, I'm literally asking you. You've had stuffing and you've had dressing. Like, do you see you? It's a difference to you, right?
Man, food is food.
I know the food. I know food is food. Food like deep dish pizza is different than New York style pizza. I'm just saying. Like, I know food is food. Okay. Like just yeah, it like I remember I dated a young lady, and this is the closest I've come to green bean casserole. I dated a young lady. She was a Samoan, but she was adopted. I don't know why I just want to say that, but she was adopted. She was Samoan, but she was adopted by a white family, and that's how she grew up. And so, yeah, I knew this was coming. I knew she must be handing him some stuffing right now, a stovetop probably. But I knew this was coming. And we get over for Thanksgiving, and I mean, it is every version of the white Thanksgiving you can think of, right? Like the green bean casserole here, the whole setup with the stuffing coming all out, and then there was the pumpkin
Was there
pie,
cornucopia?
Pumpkin pie all over, some weird ass fruit thing that was put
Funeral
together.
potatoes.
Funeral potato.
Like it was just, but it was a who's of every, all of that. There's only turkey, right? As I'm accustomed to, baby, we got turkey, we got brisket. Boy, there's some ham in there. There's some, and there was some macaroni and cheese that did not look like the macaroni and cheese that I'm accustomed to. But I mean, like it was a whole different thing. And I mean, they was fucking up that green bean casserole. I mean, they was. And man, I got over to it. I was like, oh boy, this is. But it was just kind of interesting to see how different. Like these foods are in the same ballpark, but how different. Like I almost threw up on them people's sweet potatoes and yams. They had all the damn mushrooms. I said, "The hell is this?" They had the mushrooms over the top of that damn
of sweet potatoes.
They were yams or sweet potato, whatever. They had the mushrooms
with mushrooms on top of it.
Not mushrooms. I mean, marshmallows. They had the
marshmallow. Okay,
not mushrooms.
Yeah, well, that's a staple. That's a staple.
Yeah, I know. That's the first time I've seen that shit. So not a staple here, but I'm just saying, like it is interesting to me, like all of these things are in the same ballpark of foods, but totally different. I mean, totally different, and everybody enjoys the shit out of it. It is just.
Sometimes there's 2 Americas, 3 Americas, 4 Americas. There's a bunch of different Americas.
But I am trying. But I'm telling you, that one's a hard one for me. That's a hard one for me. When I hear black folks, oh yeah, give me some of that green bean casserole on Thanksgiving. I do immediately hit the. Okay, all right. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing yet. Think it through. Think it through. But come on, man.
Just judging me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I judge the shit out of you. I judge the living shit out of you. Green bean casserole. Oh, speaking of Two Americas, that used to be the white girl dance of the like 2000s, like
Or
the
the
mid
backwards or
mid.
the forwards?
Well, see, I think it was the same dance. It just had different variations to it. It could be just hit this. They could even drop low with it and do it and come up. They
Yeah,
could go forward with it. That was
yeah.
that was one boy. You saw him like I would go. We would go out to clubs. I'd be like, let's see how many of these white girls we can count. That's gonna hit that. That's gonna hit that move.
Now everybody's twerking, bro. Everybody's twerking. You got
And man, I
white,
tell you.
black, girl,
Oh, there's
guy,
some talent. They've got talent. They
everybody.
really do. They've learned it. They've got some
You know,
talent. They really do.
you know what my favorite thing to do is like, so I'll be on TikTok, right? And I work in a record store, so I get to play like whatever the fuck I want. I find like the new TikTok song that people are playing, like that people are doing dances to, and I'll just like put it on. As soon as I see like a bunch of, you know, 18 to 20 somethings or whatever, I'm just like, let me put that on. And I will like 90% of the time they just start hitting whatever move that they're supposed to fucking do, like whatever they saw on the internet. It's so hilarious, dude. It's
The
so good.
dancing has come. They have come through, and really, and I appreciate white folks with the stick-to-itiveness, the work ethic they have used to improve
The what? The what?
the stick-to-itiveness
Stick to it.
that they have used. They didn't just say, "You're not going
Could
to
have
just
said
put me."
persistence. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
no, stick-to-itiveness. That's what Bill
yeah.
Raftery says. Like you ain't
Okay.
just gonna put me in a box. Like I can evolve from just this
Yeah.
and really get it in. All right. I don't want to screw up the segue or the tease. I do just want you to know coming up here in just a bit, we will get black movie review from Steven Serda, paid in full. I can't wait to see
Black
this one.
movie review.
I think
Black
Rotten
movie
Tomatoes
review.
53 on Rotten Tomatoes. Huh?
Yeah, I feel like I could make it some production for Black movie review,
I
Black
bet you
movie
could.
Wednesdays.
Well, why not, man? The Chiefs are playing on fucking Christmas and Thanksgiving. So you're pretty stretched thin. So let's they're gonna be on they're gonna be on Friday night in Brazil. So there goes your
Yeah,
Friday.
we
and
won
week
Friday night Brazil
How
for
about
for no fucking reason.
how fun, baby, with that week 3 at New York. That'll be a late one for you as well. Sunday night football. But who's asking? Who's counting? But let's before we get to that though, let's do a little heat check in.
All right, guys. So for today's heat check, I was perusing the internet the other day, and I was kind of just looking at different articles and just different weird things in the weird subgenres and corners of the internet. And I found this thing that said that Usher is
God.
kind of getting himself in trouble. I don't really know if he's getting himself in trouble, but he did this thing at the Met Gala to Sabrina Carpenter. If you've ever seen Sabrina Carpenter, she's like 4'11", blonde, fucking beautiful, hot as fuck. And he was performing there, and he did this thing where he like fed her a cherry, and I guess like everyone thought it was innocuous except for her father. Her father apparently texted her and said that was fucking weird, and she decided to take a screenshot of that and put it on the internet. And I was just like, what is this cherry thing that he's talking about? And so I decided to look it up.
Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't know about the Usher and the cherry?
Yeah,
At least you
no.
didn't? Oh, God, that's
This
staple
is-
at his shows. He's
Okay,
he's got several women in trouble with their husbands.
Okay, well, check this out real quick. I'm just gonna fast forward real quick.
Oh, this is the one right here.
Look at this
This
shit.
lady, she's happily married.
Ron is fanning himself off right. He's like, good guy.
Didn't some guy file for divorce over this?
Yes,
This
her
might be the
husband.
one.
This is
Look at
him.
her.
Oh, this
Look
is
at
the
her.
one.
Look at her.
This is
Look at her.
the specific one.
Look at her.
Look at that cherry.
Just getting it. All right, now look, get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? I am all for everyone doing what they want to do, but I do not know how I'd feel about my girl going to this show.
I mean, I don't mind her
don't know.
going to the show. I just don't want her to
But what if
to
there's a
just
chance?
to be
What if
getting
there's a
like.
chance?
I'm just saying to be getting like that with the cherry. Now, hell, go to the Usher show. Hell, it's an entertaining show, right there. Like, I mean, she completely lost herself.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
she completely lost herself.
You remember that episode of the Boondocks where Usher came in? Did you ever watch the Boondocks?
I didn't watch the Boondocks.
Look, sir, did you ever watch it?
Not all the way through, but I have
Not all the
seen
way
several episodes.
There's an episode where there's a neighbor, black dude married to a white lady. His Usher somehow comes into the picture, comes to town or whatever, completely takes his wife away from him, his wife and daughter away from him. You know what I mean? And and there is nothing he can do about it. Just nothing, absolutely nothing. He's just like, I want my wife back. And she's like, I'm sorry, baby, I'm with Usher now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, when he comes to town, he might want to hide everybody. You know what I mean? That's a lot, man. He's walking around with the whole thing of maraschino cherries, just like, all right, you, and then you, and then you. Like, that's a wild power to have, man.
He doesn't really have to like go that hard at it. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
do you not have?
He very easily just. I mean, he just doesn't need to. Like that.
He was doing his thing. She took the damn thing and started looking at it like she was lifting the scrotum up.
He knows what the deal is, and he knows that chicks know that too when they go to shows because they've seen it, and so he knows what is happening when he chooses to do that. Like he is exploiting that because he's an attractive male and he is idolized by lots of women.
It's a great part of the show. Like, he does not to me, that thing could have been handled completely in a way. It's like what happened with Sabrina Carpenter? Did she get too I think her dude.
Nah, she didn't get nasty. She didn't get nasty like that. She just ate the shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
I don't know if her dude got into it,
but she's also like very like does a lot of like sexualizing and stuff that people like don't love.
Still, like she didn't get out of hand, right? Osita,
no, she didn't get out of hand.
Carpenter, but I didn't see it. That young lady could have done that in a different way, just like Chris Brown, who, by the way, one of the great American stories in the history of this country. A man that Chris Brown was able to beat the living shit out of one of the world's most revered female artists. And we watched him do it. Like, watch what he did to her. And his greatest fan base in his comeback are women. It's the most one of the most amazing comeback stories in the history. I mean, you think Nixon is something. Chris Brown, like, he didn't get a new fan base. He got the same women that watch. It's amazing how he's pulled this thing off. But if you ever watch Steve, go like, I don't know if you've ever seen this, Serda. Go look what Chris Brown does. He charges, I think, like $1,500 a pop, where you can come and take any kind of photo. I want you to look this up, Steve. You can take any kind of photo. You will be floored by the fan photos. He can go in any pose. He can pick them up. I've seen Chris being picked up by ladies. I've seen him pick them up like really and they're waiting there. It's like 1,000 of them, $1,500 a pop, and you can take any picture or any pose that you want to with Chris Brown, and they take them, and it is the wildest thing. And I gotta believe all of these women aren't single. Are you seeing some of these?
This one guy did the Dragon Ball Z, the thing. Did y'all ever watch Dragon Ball Z? That's crazy. There's one guy paid $1,500 to do the
about
the
1,500
thing.
a pop,
That's
and they're
crazy.
waiting out back. And I mean, these are some of the nastiest, I mean, it is that some of them
I
got to
mean,
be, they've got to be in
listen,
relationships.
when you're that famous, there's a lot of people in this country. There's a lot of people that are weirdos in this country, and this is like the people that are willing to spend that much money on a picture with Chris Brown for him to do whatever they want. Like those are like people like that's the equivalent of like Comic-Con people, of like
Yeah.
people
Oh,
that
most
travel
definitely.
around to
Yeah.
Comic-Cons across the
Yeah.
country.
Speak
But
on it.
they'll
Speak
be
on
in
it.
they'll be in like doggy style positions. They'll be at it gets nasty, like screwing with clothes on, nasty in this piece. And they are in relationships. Like ain't nobody tell that lady to come and lift that cherry up and lick the bottom of that cherry like it was some balls. Ain't nobody tell her to do that. Ain't nobody tell her to put her whole mouth in that thing. Ain't nobody tell her to look at him like that. Ain't nobody tell her to look at him and give him the full nonverbal signal of I will do whatever you want me to do right now. Whatever. Nobody told him. She ain't looked at him. She ain't looked at her husband like that ever. That's why he filed. So nobody's telling like they ain't got to do that. They're choosing to out of their own horniness.
Maybe something. Maybe it's untied and unbeaten. You know what I mean? Maybe his
Undefeated
swagger
over
just
there.
catch
Yeah.
up. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm not
Like
saying that, but look,
maybe
you ain't
she
got
can't
to,
help it. Maybe she's just like you know what I mean. Like he's choosing me. Like
nah, man. Well, then maybe that thing ain't strong enough. Not in front of all them
sheesh.
peoples. Not in front of all them peoples. Like they like she looked at him like she was ready. She's ready to do it right there in front of all those people. Whatever he
Yeah,
wants.
she was ready to go. She was
She was
ready to
ready
go.
to go.
The end of that video is her knees like shaking and stuff like that. She's like,
She didn't even switch. She didn't even switch her ring finger, Serda. She just kept it. Didn't even switch it. Didn't even switch it. All right, let's get to it. Black movie review by Steven Serda. This week, Serda had Paid in Full. Osita was all over. Did you rewatch it too, Osita?
I didn't rewatch it, but I know the movie pretty well. But Black movie review. Black movie review
with Steven Serda.
With Steven Serda.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Again, Rotten Tomatoes 53% on Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, before we get started, real quick to the two of you, do y'all think Cameron thinks he did a hell of a job? Like you think Cameron thinks he fucking stole the show in this movie by his acting? I've always personally thought Cameron was like, hey, nobody can fucking touch me in this thing.
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. Niggas get shot every day, B. I will never forget that shit to the day I die, dude. Like,
this is right.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
This is right around coming up with that album that take me home. What does it take? Come home with me.
It has Hey Ma and Oh Boy on it.
Yeah. Come home with me. Daydreaming, and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming, like that.
Dude, I listen to that Aretha Franklin song every day. Dude. Like every day I listen to that.
We just took off. I took off that damn because that took me to. There was a moment I bought all them albums. I went and got Santana, Dipset. They had me. Anyway.
Paid. You actually want to hear my opinion?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, Steve, fuck you, Steve. Okay, like we can stretch it a little bit. We ain't got to go to no damn break. We took one already. All right, Paid in Full. Go ahead, Steve. Let's hear your review.
I love this movie. I really did.
I
thought it was great. I don't think the 53% on Rotten Tomatoes is justified. I'm not really sure why. Why it would be that low, because I feel like it should be higher. Like it's a good movie. I thought it was a well-made movie. The director's made some other big budget movies and has been around for a while, but this is a good movie. Like you can see the artistic vision within it, and there's yeah, there's some things and stuff that might not like totally like mesh throughout the entire story, but like overall, like super entertaining movie. Would totally watch it again. Like Wood Harris, like I don't really know what happened to him. Like he's just I feel like he's had so many like iconic movies that he is recognizable from, and then you talk about like Avon Barksdale, like The Wire, and I just feel like I haven't seen him in enough things in a long time, and like he carries the movie. Like he makes me like he makes me immediately from the very like opening scene where they're sitting around 5Gs on shooting
They
trash
shoot a
into the
shot.
trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's like I know you got it, I know you got it, and then he gets jumped, and then he goes, and then they show him in the hospital, and the cutaway to him falling over and like his eye opening, and then it cutting to like his past. Great setup for the story. Great setup. Like I was immediately like, okay, like I'm interested. What's his backstory? I want to
In
know now.
medias res, dude. In medias res. I love that shit.
Yeah, it was great.
By the way, if you're looking for Wood Harris, you'd be disappointed, but he is currently now playing a father on a
Yeah, and that show
teen
forever, right?
in a teen rom com right now that is on Netflix. He is now Wood Harris is now a father.
He was
He's
also in
double.
Yeah,
Creed, though.
like
He was in Creed.
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
yeah, he was, and he's popped up in lots of things like over the years. But I feel like him and Mekhi Phifer, I feel like should have just like had bigger careers. Like they both had like really big moments,
Did Mekhi
but
Phifer
then,
die?
but then,
No.
uh,
Oh no,
I
the
mean,
person
I
he
don't.
played. Sorry, the person he played in 8 Mile died in real. Whatever. Sorry. Continue.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know for certain if that's true, but
He's not. He does a lot of work on the Food Network. He does a
okay.
ton of work on the Food Network. Like him and Bobby Flay are really close in an
No, but it
odd
was
pairing.
that
I
guy
feel
from The
like
Wire died though, right?
which
Guy with the
one?
shotgun.
Omar.
Omar.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure he just had
Oh
cancer.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
He
yeah,
died
He
recently.
passed. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but no, I think I really really enjoyed it. I really did think that like it was a well thought out movie too. That's like not necessarily like your typical crime thriller that should absolutely be rated higher. And I thought Wood Harris and Mekhi Phifer were awesome. Like I thought they both like put together like really strong performances, and they're both guys that, like I was saying, like they're guys that I feel like should have like had like bigger careers. Like they should still be doing like big things, like not being a dad in a Netflix TV series, like teen drama. Like I feel like they should both be doing like bigger things than they are right now because they both had big moments in pop culture where it felt like they were kind of like in like everything and you would recognize them immediately when you saw them,
Yeah,
and
but they but
then
they but
and
they
then it
had
kind of
those
disappeared.
they had those big moments to certain audiences. And you maybe
Yeah.
cross over to those, right? Like, I mean, I don't think Wood Harris's best role was in Remember the Titans, but I think a lot of people may know him more from Remember the
Yeah,
Titans. But
sure.
like you said, The Wire, this, there's a what's that other movie that's similar to this? There's another movie. There's several movies that Wood Harris is in, but um, God, what is he in that movie where LL Cool J sticks that pool stick up that guy's ass? Oh,
I don't know what
God,
that
that's
Jesus.
movie is.
that may be in too deep. Maybe that's Omar Epps. Maybe he's not. Maybe Wood's not in that. I feel like these movies are running into each other. But anyway, that's another one. In Too Deep might be one we might throw on the list here if you've not seen In Too Deep with a LL Cool J and Omar Epps. But like I just think certain groups. Like, what do you think of Mekhi Phifer from? Well, like you said, his big moments. What's
So
his
I
moment?
think
8 Mile?
for,
8
first
Mile.
off, first off, his name is Mitch in this movie. Wait, right out of the gate, I was like, Mitch. Like, okay. Like I
Could
just
be
felt
Mitchell.
like,
Could be. Like,
oh, I just like Mitch. I was like, okay, all right, Mitch. Like I've done a lot of Mitchells, you know. But uh no, I thought he I think he was fine, like, out of the gate, and, like, and it was kinda like, Mitch is the guy that was, like, kinda dabbling in it, and Ace is the guy that, like, didn't really wanna get into it, but sees everybody else getting into it, and then he, like, stumbles across this opportunity with Lulu, which Lulu I love too. I was kinda devastated when Lulu was just gone. I was like, "Oh, they just killed Lulu? Like, he's just gone?" Like, I thought Lulu was awesome. Um, but then, I think what really sold me on Mekhi Phifer in the movie is at the end when he has, like, that monologue about Sonny, like, in the car with Ace, and he's just, like, brilliant in that, and I was like, "Oh, that was, like, just, like, legitimately, like, amazing acting." Like, Mekhi Phifer was just, like, letting it rip right there, and, like, really pulled it off. Like, I really felt, like, devastated for him in that moment.
Like, and this is what I this is and this is the type of movie. And like I'm interested. What's your rating on this? Right? Because you had, I think the Wood, you had like an 8 or something like that. I think I'm right.
Yeah.
I'll see. What would you rate this one?
I'd give this, like, another, like, 8 out of 10. Like, I
Yeah,
really liked this movie. I would totally rewatch this movie, and
and
I
much
love.
better than Belly, right? Like this was a
Yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I enjoyed this way more than Belly, because I think too, like, even DMX is fine, but, like Wood Harris and Mekhi Phifer, like, real actors, and, like, I felt like you got way more from them, like, in this story, and, like, to the point where, like, this movie doesn't work without them leading the charge of the whole narrative of the entire story. And also, like, I liked that it kinda trumps some, like, crime narrative, stereotypes, like Ace, like, kinda having a happy ending and all of this stuff despite, like, going through some traumatic things, like, because, like, the guy that winds up, like, being the king never gets to, like, live out his life and, like, have a happy ending, and the way that he did that, even if it's, like, you could probably, like, poke holes in that a little bit, like, "Wait, so that was it?" And then they were just kinda like, all right, you're good to go. And now it's like, oh, thankfully you got some diamonds left over to pay back the drug dealers and like get out of the game. Like that was a little loose, but like whatever. Like I enjoyed the movie enough that like I don't even care about that. Like I enjoyed that it kind of went against your typical just like, oh, they went to prison and like flipped on everybody else and now they're still in prison till this day, like narrative that you see in crime movies.
well. This OC to me is really why. Like I wanted to do something like this, not just the fun thing of let's watch Steve watch these black movies and see how uncomfortable he gets when they say nigga 57 times. But no, out of that, but is movies like this would never ever get the credit or thought to be involved in award shit outside of maybe some NAACP awards that is just straight up by black folks. And you look at this, and I think there's a real difference between Belly and stuff like you said. Not only Wood Harris and Mekhi Phifer, like some people I think look at these movies and think it's just a bunch of Camerons rolling around here like it was
Yeah.
Nas and DMX.
Which
But this thing
he
is
was
this.
he was my biggest problem with the movie, honestly.
Oh, Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Rico, he's a yeah.
that's
Because
why I
he was
said
just
it
he was
makes
just
me.
such an obvious problem the entire
Yeah,
time,
problematic
like
character.
That's
yeah.
why
You
I
know,
said you.
funny enough, so he was that was so this story is actually based off of like some real shit that happened in Harlem back in the day. And Rico's character is known by Alpo. And like Alpo got out of prison like maybe like 5, 6 years ago or something like that. And then there's a story where Cameron said he was eating somewhere in like New York or whatever, and Alpo actually showed up and was like, "Hey man, I really like the way that you played me in that movie.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean? Like I thought you did a really good
Yeah.
job. You know, from a dude from Harlem, playing a dude from Harlem." But yeah, eventually Alpo got, which is fucking crazy. That's another crazy story.
But I'm just saying, they're flanked by really good actors, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Elise Neal and Regina Hall are good actresses.
Yeah.
Ron Cephas Jones is amazing. Him in This Is Us. I think he won the best, like a best supporting actor role in an Emmy for his role in This Is Us, and he is a really great veteran actor. But I think in some of these movies, I don't think people think that the acting is to the level that it is. Like
Yeah.
some of them are cult classics, but some of them are also, movies that are done like
Oh.
this that are predominantly white casts
Yeah.
that get a different that there's a different feel of, yeah, man, the acting is amazing.
Oh,
And the acting and the chops are really good here. Even Pip, what's his name? Chai McBride. He's a really good actor too.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, he's awesome. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And he's great. Like he immediately stands out early in the movie. But too, I think this is like this is the kind of movie that like it's really tough for these things to like break through anymore because this is the type of thing that would have like this is the type of thing and it's from like the perfect era to like blow up on DVD. Like made no money in theaters, wasn't a huge budget movie, but I bet this movie made money in DVD sales because people probably saw it and talked about it and people went out and bought the DVD. Like that doesn't happen
Yeah.
anymore. So like that's a whole like sub industry of the movie industry that has totally evaporated now. And there's tons of other like kind of small budget movies that, when they actually like if they did get a theatrical release at all, it was like they were released in like 30 theaters across the US. Like they never had a chance to actually like make any money. But then people saw it at Blockbuster or whatever, and word of mouth spread, and then all of a sudden it becomes this like cult classic. Like this is the exact type of movie that like fits that like that type of like breakthrough movie that you just don't see anymore. And yeah, like I really liked it. Like it should be rated higher. Like I,
Yeah,
I thought it was a really good movie.
I think people view Belly, just put this Belly, this Paid in Full, movies like State Property or
State Property with Bean Siegel. Yeah.
they
I forgot
would
about
put all of those in the same boat, but they're not.
that. Yeah.
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 They're not. Like there's a clear difference. All right, you give that one an 8, so that was good. Who's the star of the movie for you?
I think it's Wood Harris. Like I just think like his narrative like out of the gate like immediately is like okay, I got you. But I would give Mekhi Phifer like the honorary mention, and specifically just because like yeah, like his monologue in the car with Ace like talking about Sonny like is like one of my favorite parts of the movie. Like I was like this is like legitimately just like brilliant acting. Like and I was really happy that I saw that and that I was able to like witness him do that because it was great stuff.
All right, you got a movie, Osita, for
I
next
got a
week?
couple. I'm trying to see if I want to go dramatic or funny.
Let me ask you: have you ever seen the Five Heartbeats, Serda?
Oh shit.
No.
With
Oh
Leon?
wow!
With
You don't,
Leon? I was just
you don't.
thinking about Leon the other day, man. That's
Nah, hell
crazy.
with that. Hell with
I
Leon.
was
You don't
just thinking
know.
about that.
You don't know Eddie Kane. I'm Eddie
Ooh,
Kane.
Eddie
Eddie
Kane.
Kane
I've definitely not seen that.
drops.
Hey, I
Oh,
I
it's a
gotta
full on it's a full on
Oh,
musical.
yeah, it's like
I
it's
mean
like
I
kinda.
mean I don't hate
it's
a musical.
It's
Like
not
it's
really a
good though. It's
musical.
soulful though. It's soulful. It's really good,
It's
bro.
soulful. It's not as much like
It's
it's not just a. It's not like fucking Mamma Mia. It's not a
yeah,
music.
no. It's
No,
not like
like
La La Land or some
it's
bullshit.
It's
But
Robert Townsend. You remember Robert, like
yeah,
Robert Townsend when he was
was
really
it
early
Parenthood?
writing stuff, but
yeah.
not just really the Parenthood, but Robert Townsend. What was the
Meteor
really
Man?
not
Yeah.
Meteor Man, but there was
That
a
movie fucked me up
movie.
when I was a kid, man.
There was a
I
movie he
love Meteor Man.
made.
Used to
That
watch
movie
that a
What's the
lot.
scared the shit out of me for some reason.
what's the
That and
movie?
Blank Man.
Blank
What's
Man,
the movie
yeah.
he made that really became critically acclaimed? It was one of those not at the time, but damn it. What is that movie? Oh, because
Mm,
he made fun of
Holiday Heart? No, Holiday Heart's different. I forgot
Holiday
about that movie too.
Squares,
That's
I have no
crazy.
idea.
Holiday
I'm not sure.
Square. He really like
Holiday Heart?
no. Oh God, damn it. Let me figure this out. Because he really made fun of the industry from from a black person's perspective in
Oh, isn't that the movie that has like everybody in it? It had like
Hollywood Shuffle. Hollywood Shuffle.
Yeah,
Yes,
or
yes.
Hollywood Shuffle.
No, it's Hollywood Shuffle. It's him and Keenan Ivan Wayans wrote it, and then it was
Yeah. Man, I haven't seen that
Oh.
movie in years.
yeah, it
Never
was
seen
yeah,
that
it was
either.
it's about radical stereotypes of African American actors in film,
Yeah.
right? And like you got to go in and they, they're always stuck with like playing certain thug roles or the Eddie Murphy type, and and it's like it's got like people like having to come in and they're really proper, so to speak,
Yeah.
but they have to come in and act. No, it's really good too. At the time, it wasn't.
There's an episode of The Studio recently that just kind of went over all of this. There's
I've been
actually
able to
kind
hang
of
in
in a
there.
similar,
I'm about
kind
to,
of in
I'm
a similar fashion.
about to watch the God, what's the artist's name? You love him, Bob.
Oh, you're
Bob
about to
Dylan.
watch a Bob Dylan movie?
Bob Dylan movie. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
A Complete
movie's so good.
Unknown. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
But no, so you haven't. The Hollywood Shuffle's one that I would be interested to see how you think of that one too. But I'm gonna submit 5 Heartbeats.
5 Heartbeats is good. Yeah.
That is.
See, I was gonna say, but I feel like you've seen this. You've seen Fences, right?
Yes, I have seen Fences.
My wife loves Fences.
It's such a good movie. Like at the beginning of that movie, I was just like, man, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then like by the end of it, I was like, this is the most beautiful movie I've ever seen. Like it was so good, dude. What about Black Dynamite?
I have seen Black
she's seen
Dynamite,
that, yeah.
actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go with 5 Heartbeats, man. That's a classic. That's definitely a classic.
I'm fine
Now-
with that. I'm fine with
now
something
this-
more like lighthearted too.
Yeah, well, it's lighthearted, and then it's like Eddie Kane. Like it's
Yeah.
So
it's
like,
kind of
have
like
you
that,
ever?
that movie. Did you ever watch that movie with where they the Oneaters? What's that movie?
Oh, The Wonders.
Oh yeah, they call them the Oneaters, but the Wonders or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, that thing you do.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's,
I was
it's
gonna
like
say.
that.
I was gonna
Okay.
say the
Yeah.
Temptations movie, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely based off the Temptations. Like everything about that movie is based off the Temptations.
But I'm telling you, man, that motherfucker Eddie Kane. Eddie Kane.
Yeah. Dude, Leon. Okay, look. So I was watching. There's a show that that Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, directed, wrote, and produced recently. Like after
What is it?
Atlanta.
I'm a big fan.
It's called like the Beehive or something like that. I think it's called the Hive.
Oh, isn't that show about that girl who's like a psycho fan? Like
yeah.
It
It
I
talks
never
about
actually
like
watched it, but I remember hearing about it.
bro, it is so good, and it takes place in Houston, Texas, and so like I saw like the malls that they were at, and I was like, oh shit, that's West Oaks, that's crazy, like and then I was like immediately enthralled. You can watch it in one night, if you're a psycho like me, but there was a point where Leon is in it, like there's like a dramatization of some action that happens, and Leon's in it, and that entire thing just reminds me of like old school BET. Super dramatic, like it was
Black Star
so
Power,
funny,
baby.
dude. It was so funny. I forgot about that dude until that day, man. Like that. Hey, but if y'all like Childish Gambino, Donald Glover stuff, definitely check out The Hive. I think that's what it's called.
The Hive. I'm gonna check him out. I loved it. I liked him in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the show that he did with those
It's
girls.
good.
Oh no, it's called
It's
Swarm.
solid.
It's called
It's-
Swarm.
Swarm. I'm gonna check it out.
Swarm. Yeah, it's really good. It's like a little psych thriller.
Oh shit. Well, never mind.
It even has Damson Idris in it, and Chloe Bailey, and Billie Eilish. I forgot about all
So
those.
we got Billie Eilish. She be hiding them things. But
Hey, calm down. I mean, yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
So choice.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she be hiding them. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't say anything further. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was caught off guard when they weren't hidden once, and I said, "Wow, I did not know that was what Billie was bringing to the table." Caught me completely off guard.
Every time I see a girl that kind of has a face like hers, I'm always like, damn. Ah.
On that
Right.
note, take us home, please. Arr.
Arr. All right. Well, when I was in high school, I was in love with the little French girl, and some shit started going. What we got? Replay in the background? Is that what we have going on? A little bit of latency. A little bit of latency. And I was having a good time until I heard a beat.